Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So, I did a show last week where I basically put my comic books in bags and boards and just talked about the comics and talked about the hobby. And I was very lucky because Sleepy Reader 666 jumped in from the beginning almost, and he was with me the whole time. And he was also bagging some books. It was fun. And then later, Stevie D jumped in and showed off some comics that he got. So I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm I bought a whole bunch of comics. They arrived in the mail, and I'm going to talk about the comics. And I'm putting them in Mylar. Now, Mylar is a bit expensive, but I really enjoy the way the comics look in the Mylar. I use this Comic Pro line for my Mylar, and today I'm going to be doing some regular and some Silver Age. Hey, Morton, how is everything going? I've actually been meaning to text you privately to see how everything is. And so right before I got on, I Mylar'd 3 issues. So let me go ahead and show those off. So the first one is a Champions, and that is what one? Number 6. Now, I could have sworn that cover is Jack Kirby, but I'm not sure. Guz69. Oh my gosh, I should just not even talk about comics because you both like albums. But anyways, thanks for coming on. Now, this really looks like a Kirby cover, but I looked inside, the interiors are by Coletta, and I know Coletta inked Kirby, so I'm wondering if I'm getting Kirby style through Coletta's inking. I don't know. This is very strange. Another one that I bought was the Silver Age size of Cull, number 12. So he's another barbarian. Yeah, love to have those. And then one of my favorite series as a kid was The Defenders. I absolutely love this, and this is in that sweet zone, right around the 20s and the 30s. This was the best run. So there you go, The Defenders. So yeah, I put 3 in Mylar. And so I'm just gonna put I use the blue painter's tape to seal mine. I know some people don't like that. But anyways, I bought this through an auction company, and when you're auctioning things, you don't realize how much you're spending until you get the bill at the end. And then I got this big box of comics in the mail, and I was like, oh my god! Of course, I had paid for it, and I was like, God, I need to stop. And so I haven't done it since. So Morton says, thank you for asking. Back at the place now, so can't stay up long. Not the happiest of campers, spending my birthday here tomorrow also. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Well, happy birthday, Morton. I will write you later today, and maybe you can see it in the morning. It's your birthday is tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. So anyways, happy birthday. All right, so the next 2 comics that I'm gonna go ahead and put into Mylar are these old Lois Lanes, and look at there's a cat fight on the cover of this one, and Superman is accusing Lois of killing Lana in cold blood, and she is taking a lie detector test, and then the matron is saying that she's going to be executed. How awesome is that? And then the next cover is kind of shocking. It's one of those covers where I wonder how they got published, and if they were published today, how they would be. So let me go ahead and put this one in. Oh, since I have the comic out, why don't I go ahead and show the splash page when you open it up? Lois Lane's Last Mile. There you go. Nice splash page, actually. Thought she was sitting on a photocopier. Yeah, she's claiming to be innocent though, so I don't know. She's had it in for Lana for a long time. So the next one I'm going to show is that one that I just thought, wow, I don't know. It's like My Death by Lois Lane. And you see her just on the couch there, and she looks like she's what, committed suicide or something. Like, this is really I don't know about this cover. It's kind of weird. Mm. Do you know the brand of those plastic protection you use on the CDs you sent me a while ago? Were they well? Okay, I had two kinds. One were like an envelope where you open it up and you slide them in like an envelope, and then you close it. The other one was just kind of like a sleeve that you kind of bend and you slide the whole thing in. Which one was it? Because one is not available anymore, and the other one is readily available. Because the one that's like an envelope, I got those in Japan, and so I don't even think they sell them in Japan anymore. The ones like an envelope, yeah. So I got those in Japan, and yeah, I don't think they're making them anymore. I've never seen them anywhere else, and I've gone online even in Japan to see if they're available, and I couldn't find them. So maybe that line is discontinued. Yeah, it is a bummer. That's why I'm kind of transitioning out of those envelopes, because I can't put the rest of my collection in. So there it is in Mylar. Hi, Richard. So talking about some comic books I bought recently and putting them in Mylar. So let me go ahead and tape these two up. Maybe Peter can hunt them down. I don't know. I did look online, and yeah, like I said, I wasn't very successful. Oh, this roll of tape is done. All right. So the next comic I'm going to show is from Master of Kung Fu. Now, this is later in the series, and the art isn't as good. And thank you. And I actually need to reread this series. I've been saying I'm going to do it for a long time, but who has the time to reread everything? Especially since it's a little bit controversial. They say it's a kind of racist. So there's the splash page of it. I'm really getting these because I do want the entire run. And even though these might be inferior issues, I so enjoyed this series when I was younger. So that's why I wanted to get that. So this is kind of like a filler issue. But who knows? Maybe they're actually good. I just need to reread them. Let's see. Yeah, it took me a long time to get to 1,000 subs, and ever since I got to 1,000, it just changes. Like before that, it was you could see every digit in the program, but now they just say 1.07 or 1.08, and so I'm not even really paying attention to how many subs I have anymore. Okay, let's pick a different. Oh, all right. I'm going to show you one of my favorite artists. This is an artist that worked on the Hulk a lot. He's from a very famous art family at Marvel. And then, so that is Sal Buscema. You can see his signature there. I don't know why. His quirky art style, I just really, really love it. And so I'm very, very happy to have gotten this kind of contrasting color. Most of it's black and white. I love his work, and this is going to look really good in Mylar. Let me show you the splash page. Oh, pretty nice splash page there too. And Morton, who did you mean by Peter? I hope I'm not going to be kicking myself after you. I'm sorry. Maybe Peter can. Yeah, I'm not sure. Were you talking to Guz maybe instead of me? Confusing. I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Yesterday, I went to the Getty Museum, and I saw an exhibit that I wanted to see, and so I came back and I was so exhausted. And then I did work on a puzzle video. I started a new channel actually. It's called Jigsaw Geek, and I've posted a couple videos there, but today I posted my first um, real video that actually shows me speeding through, not speeding, like you speed up the video, time lapse video of making the puzzle and talking about it. Always check your splash pages because most artists signed on the inside years ago. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Music is a journey. Peter, who lives in Japan. That didn't help. Who's Peter? Is there a Peter in this audience? And I don't want to keep saying that. All right. I'm gonna show 3 Thors. Actually, I have 4, but I'm gonna go ahead and show this Thor because of Walt Simonson. He's another one of these quirky artists that I think are really cool. The art was just so different that he really stood out. Look at that gorgeous splash page. It's hard to show out the splash pages because it's like an awkward angle. Let me go ahead and undo that. So yeah, this one is Thor number 352 by Walt Simonson, and then it's weird because I'm not used to just like slowing down, and I feel like I should fill up all the empty space. But putting these in bags, and then it's hard to keep talking and doing that. So last time Sleepy jumped in and we were going back and forth. So I guess I need to be okay with just like slowing down and not filling in all the spaces. So the next one I'm going to show is really cool because it harkens back to the Kirby era. And in fact, I think this is an homage cover of the Fantastic Four with the Thing and the Hulk. I think they were coming around the bend like that. But anyways, it's an homage cover, and it's done in the style of Jack Kirby. And this looks as if it would be really, really old, like from the 60s, right? But this is Thor number 404. It lurks below. Let me get this one open. So look at this splash page. Oh, it's a little bit dark, but it's still a pretty neat splash page. No signature, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't even know who did the art on this cover. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I can't see it, but I'm sure it's not Jack Kirby. All right. And then the next one I'm going to show is because this is from a newer series of Thor. And I got this. I usually don't buy too many modern comics. But this one, I got it for that not only psychedelic cover, but that's Barry Windsor Smith. I mean, what a cool cover that is. That would make a great puzzle, by the way. So this is number 38 with a legacy numbering of 540. And yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a pretty cool cover. And then, oh, this one doesn't even have a splash page. Oh wait, you open it up and it's got this. So yeah, the first page just jumps right into the story after you get past the Powerpuff Girls. So let me go ahead and put that one in. Now I have one more Thor to put in, and then this is one of the characters that I really liked as a kid. So that's Fire Lord. I believe he was a Herald of Galactus, right? So yeah, but this is one of his later appearances, and you got Loki there in the background, cackling or doing whatever he's doing. This is basically being evil. And this is a 25 center. Lo, the Raging Battle. The colors are a little bit faded on this comic, but it's still pretty nice. When I sold my comics, for some reason, there was a box left over, and inside that box, a friend of mine who was storing my comics was like, "Oh, there's a box of comics still here," and I was like, "What?" And of course, I famously told the story how um, Wolverine 180 and 181 were in that box, and I was like shocked. And then most of it was old Thors. So I have my original Thors. Let me go ahead and put the tape on these, and then I'll show them off. You could probably hear my fan is on. It's been so hot the last couple of days in LA, and it's just they say that it's going to get cooler, but it's just reminding me what summer is going to be like. Oh, there's some comments. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of comments. I don't know where to start. Music enjoy. Oh, it's Morton. Subbed him now. Maybe that was the Peter. I thought you knew him. The channel Music is a Journey. Oh, Music is a Journey. Maybe I do. I have a lot of subs, channels that I sub to, but it's hard to watch everyone regularly. Oh, it's a great channel. I've been watching Nathan from Tokyo Vinyl. Pretty cool channel. I checked in to say I've seen the word Boogaloo a lot today. Really? Where else did you see it? I'm curious to know. Oh, wait, you wrote it. Was listening to Latin jazz, and it turns out there's something called Vibrant Latin Jazz and Boogaloo Fusion. Yeah, I was doing it because there was that breakdancing movie, and I think the second, it was like Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I guess it's from a music style. Check out Alibaba by Louis Ramirez. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that. When I watch this again, I'll write that down. Alibaba's cooking. Everybody's looking. Gonna leave early. Got to get my Shirley. What does Shirley mean in that? Is it a person or something else? All right. So here are the Thors in Mylar. What do you think? Looking pretty snazzy, huh? Bang. Is he getting some bang? All right. What are we going to have next for Mylar? Oh, we're going to have two or three Superman. So we're going to switch it to DC. So I have two issues in a row. This is 257 and 258. They filled a little bit of a hole in my collection. Don't be afraid, boys. There's nobody in this forest but us. And then you got someone lurking underground there. Pretty cool. And then this one, Fury of the Energy Eater. I've smashed your invulnerable Fortress Superman. Now I'll smash you. Wow. Bang Bang by the Joe Cuba Sextet. That's another one I'll write down. Girlfriend, I guess. Yeah. Comics on Mylar look great. They actually do. And then I've got a more modern Superman. I bought this for the cool pinks and purples on that cover. It just kind of stood out. Howdy, those energy eaters can get furious. Yeah. Sleepy, let me know if you want to jump in, but I'm totally fine if you just want to hang back and watch this time. So let me go ahead and get these in Mylar. I was commenting before, like last time when you were on the show, I would have time. So after I did a comic, I would have time because you would take over. But now I'm getting a little bit of empty space in between each comic when I'm putting the tape on it. And I was saying how I have to kind of learn that that's okay. Like you don't have to speak the whole time. But for me, it's just weird. I feel like you should fill up every second when you're on screen. So I was talking about what I did yesterday. I went to the Getty, and I actually need to make a video of that. We'll be doing Mother's Day stuff soon. No problem. Yeah, totally. Yesterday was Mexican Mother's Day, and after I got done with the museum, we went downtown to a place to eat, and there was someone there. They had a singer, and he was singing, and I actually took a little bit of a video of it, and I'm going to include it in the video that I make. Oh man, this book is like totally folded. You couldn't tell inside there, but yeah, it's totally folded. When you when you buy comics online, you never know what you're going to get. Oh, this is a 20 center, so I got to use a Silver Age bag. Um, and this one doesn't really have a splash page when you open it up. Let's see if there's one on the next page. Oh, Sleepy, I had a question for you. Let me go ahead and grab the comic if I can find it. It's a Kirby question. So this comic of the Champions, that cover really, really looks Kirby to me. But when I open the interior art, it says art by Coletta, probably Nick Coletta, right? So I'm wondering if this is Coletta art, and am I just used to seeing Coletta inking him so much that some of the style is coming through from Coletta? I don't know. This is really confusing me. If you know the answer to that, let me know. Hmm. Yeah, I told you I've got I bummed a parking pass so that if you come, then we get in free. Subscription crease, yeah. Oh, it is a Kirby. All right, okay. They didn't give cover credits. All right, because the interior is by Coletta. So yeah, this is the Fury of the Energy Eater, and maybe the Mylar will kind of press that subscription crease. We'll see. Let me go ahead and stick this in the bag. But yeah, the art exhibit was beautiful, but it was hot out, and it just seemed like like we got really tired fast. It could have been the heat. I don't know. When Kirby came back to Marvel, they had him do a lot of random covers. Yeah, I know. I complained about that because, for example, he did some Avengers covers instead of Perez, and when I was young, they just didn't hold up. Now I appreciate them more. Oh no, you can still see the crease even through the Mylar, but still, it's a nice cover. If you have to turn it a little bit to see the crease, yeah, but otherwise. I like subscription creases because I'm nostalgic for all my subscription comics as a kid. Well, that's cool. I don't like them. I never had them. I never had a subscription. Why can't I say that word? A subscription to comics when I was a kid. All right. So here we go. Oh, this one also has a little bit of a crease. Don't be afraid, boys. There's no one in the forest but us. Oh, this one also doesn't really have a splash page. Let's see if I turn the page. It's got some neat like side panels that are pretty cool. Him diving into water, changing as he dives. Like you can see that he's Clark up here, but he's changing into Superman as he dives into the water. Pretty cool. Let me see if there's something on the following page. No, some cool underwater. I guess this is going to be a fun comic to read. Superman battling underwater. It looks good in my life. Thank you. And an honest seller should mention subscription increases. Yeah, I bought these online, like I've said before, and with this company, they just post a picture, and unless there's something really wrong, and sometimes you can't see. Oh, this is not. This doesn't seem like it's a Silver Age size, unless you can really see. It's like sometimes you can't see in the picture. No, this one is too small. This is just like a weird size comic. Yeah, I get a lot of like comics sometimes with some like water damage that you can't see in the picture, and it wasn't noticed. And I mean, the prices are right enough, but at the end of the day, it is better to be able to go into shops and just buy the comics. But despite it being Los Angeles, there really aren't that many places around me that have used comics. What do I say? Not used comics, like back issue bins. There really aren't that many, surprisingly enough. Okay, I'm going to now do two Flash, and these actually fill in a little hole that I have in my Flash run. So this one is number 218. I don't have a lot of Flash, but I am starting to build it up. Now, this is one of those white and yellow covers. Like you can see the yellow really pops. I probably should take an eraser and go along the white, but it's a pretty cool cover overall. Maybe there's less back issue type stores in places with high real estate prices. Probably. Um, here's a splash page that where there's a lot going on. There's a lot of faces and flashes running through them. The Flash of 1,000 Faces. Okay, that's an app title. Oh, there's a guy. That's a bagpipe player. That's random. And you know what? Actually, when I hold this up, it looks better in the light because the yellow pops. But when I look at it, unless there's direct lighting, it doesn't look as bright. So this is one of those covers that you have to look at in nice light because then the yellow really stands out. It really pops in the light. It's almost like fluorescent, the yellow. Okay, I'm sliding that in. Oh, that one's a tight fit. I'm not going to say anything about that. None of those she said jokes. All right, go ahead and put the so there it is. Final the Flash, and then the next one I have is number 224. Go ahead and see this. So this one is a 20 center, and it says the Flash isn't fast enough to intercept this assassin's bullet, but I am. There's some kind of mist, so I wonder how the mist is going to stop a bullet. This one also has a subscription crease. Oh my gosh, yeah, you could totally see it out of the bag. Even there's color breaking here. I don't mind. That's big of you not to say the joke. I know, right? That I just said. Garage Geek is dumb. Oh man, there's no splash page. Yeah, no real splash page on this one. That's too bad. Let me go ahead and grab that. You'll never guess what happens when the fastest man alive is haunted by the fastest man dead. How does that work? The fastest man dead. Who knew? Oh, by the way, remember, in the audience, if you feel like jumping in, just let me know. I can just put the link, and then you could jump in, and you could show off some comics. We could make fun of my hair. I need a haircut. There must be an era of DC where they didn't do proper splash pages. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I really appreciate a comic that has a splash page and then a double page spread somewhere in the comic. All right, which one are we going to do next? Oh, we got a modern one. This is an Alex Ross variant. Look how gross it looks in this bag. So let's get rid of this bag and back. This comic is going to look beautiful once it's open. Oh, man, but this one is thick. All right. Of course, I love Alex Ross. So this is number 800, Alex Ross variant. And let's see what we have. Oh, the splash page is, you got to read. You got to read that one. This one has kind of a splash page. It's got panels in it. Yeah, but you know, modern art. I'm sure there's. Oh, here's a kind of splash page. Right there. Looks like an epic battle. I should read this one because it is an anniversary issue. Oh, and it's Go Down Swinging, the conclusion. Right. But I am always happy to have any Alex Ross in my collection. Yeah, Mr. E, I think, was saying, man, Alex Ross pumps out those comic covers. I wonder how he does it, especially since they're all painted. And I'm thinking some of it's got to be done digitally, right? I mean, for him to put out all those. But what do I know about how long it takes to do a painted cover? I wouldn't know. I mean, it takes me hours and hours just to do a puzzle. And it takes me way longer than the people online. Oh, by the way, Sleepy, my new channel, I posted my new video. If you would please watch it. I did a national parks puzzle this time. Love the double page spreads too. I wonder if Alex Ross has a lot of assistants. I think it's a computer. Hey, culture fan. Alex Ross, Marvels, and Kingdom Come were good ones. So, culture fan, aren't you the one that might join me for a live stream? Right? Is that correct? So, just in case, let me go ahead and type my email. It's dmolinero33 at hotmail.com. And I put it into the chat, and I just said it. Let me see if I wrote it correctly. dmolinero33 at hotmail.com. Yeah. So just in case you were the one who I contacted about doing a live stream, once I kind of interact more with people in the live stream, I get to know them better. I'm really bad with names as well. It takes me for a while. Thanks for the rec on Dead City. Oh, did you enjoy it? And the new season is coming out. Yeah, I love both of those at Culture Fan, Marvels and Kingdom Come. Yes, maybe. Okay, got it. That sounds like you're excited, really excited to be on a live stream with me. Yeah. Okay. This one's for Sleepy. I got another copy or another issue of Two Gun Kid. I actually have another one that I show off. It's not a Two Gun Kid. It's a different Western. But oh, you're still watching it? Yeah. I still have to watch the third one with Daryl in France. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one. There's just so much going on. I've been watching a season of Doctor Who. I watched 2 episodes last night. Oh, I didn't show this one off before I'm putting it in. So this is Two Gun Kid, issue number 116, The Fangs of the Fox. I mean, look at that cool cover. Look at the gradient. I'm gonna say that I think Marvel and DC had like a gradient background because so many of the comics at that time have this orange to yellow to white gradient. I'm wondering if they just plopped art on top of that, or how they did that. Ooh, now there you go. There's a good splash page, right there. The Fangs of the Fox. Mylar's Ugh. I'm still watching it. Yeah. Gotta run and do the Mother's Day stuff. Bye, Sleepy. Hey, Donald Rex. Mylar is awesome. Oh, remember, since you just joined, Donald Rex, if you feel like jumping in, let me know. If you want to show off some comics, all I have to do is put the link into the chat, and then you can jump in. Oh, but look at how beautiful that looks, Donald. You got to admit that thing looks stunning once it's in the Mylar. Wow. Yeah, that's just a gorgeous comic. Okay. Which one am I gonna do next? Okay. I have this New Mutants. Now, I am trying to get all of the Bill Sienkiewicz covers for the New Mutants, and it should be easy, but a couple of them are keys, especially the first appearance of, I'm forgetting his name. They actually made a show out of him. Gosh, what's his name? Anyways, his first appearance is in one of the New Mutants, and then there's another key issue. So yeah, here's the comic. The splash page is gorgeous. Look at that. It's just some people walking, but is the interior art by Sienkiewicz too? Yep. Yeah. Look at it's so cool. Like his art is just interesting. So yeah, I'm very happy to add this one to my collection. I think I've got about half of the Sienkiewicz covers, maybe. Did he have the same 2 guns, or did he have a rifle and a pistol and his 2 guns? I have no idea. To be honest, I've never read one of the comics, and I'm going to have to read some of them this summer. I'm starting to get enough issues where I can actually read a couple of them and see if there's any kind of continuity going throughout it. Thank you. But once you take them out again, not so great. Oh, I guess. But they're more in than out. Legion, thank you. That is correct. It's Legion. Dave, I think David, I think was the name. Legion, right? Oh, his name was also David. My name's David. Yeah, and they did make a TV show. And I remember watching most of it. I didn't finish it, but it wasn't bad. But it didn't last. It got canceled. Okay, I am a big New Teen Titans George Perez fan, and so this is issue number 10, Ground Zero. Not the best George Perez cover, but is there ever a bad one? I don't think so. Maybe later in his career. I don't know. And here's the splash page. Yeah, I mean, look at that. George Perez art is just so good. So that is the new Teen Titans number 10. I grew up on that. I was weaned on it. I like Sienkiewicz too. Met him at Dallas Con. He was a bit spacey, but I've heard that's how he is regularly. Yeah, I don't go to many cons, so I haven't met many of the artists or the writers like a lot of people in the comic community. So when it comes to that, I'm kind of I'm relying on all of you, and I'm a lot more ignorant, I guess I could say, than most of the people on YouTube because so many of you go to cons regularly, and I don't. So there you go, Donald Rex. Let me get rid of the comment because last time he was spicy about it. Hey, Steve. Remember, Steve or Donald, if you feel like jumping in, all I have to do is throw in the link. All right. Here I have another one of the bombshell issues. I think I have about 4 of them now. I don't know how many they actually made. So this is a bombshell. I believe it's a variant cover. And this is also got a splash page. More modern. But, you know, the art's not bad there. So here we go. This is Flash number 32, the bombshell cover. Not the best of the bombshell covers, but it's not bad at all. Maybe Donald knows who that artist is. I when it comes to more modern artists, I don't know a lot of them. You have some Superman stuff out. Did you want to show it? We can go back and forth as I'm Mylaring. Just let me know if you want to jump on. All I have to do is I have to put the link so you can jump in if you want. Let me know. Ooh. So far I've done this many books. So that's pretty good. You guys are helping me get my job done. Oh wait, there was another one. Plus this one. Okay, the next one I'm gonna do. This Bwana Beast. When I saw this, I had to have it. This is a showcase. I just thought this comic has got to be so wrong. I really wanted it. I'm actually going to read this soon, I think. This is the Bwana Beast. It's a showcase presents. And even if you escape my killer pack, Bwana Beast, you must still face me, he who never dies. I don't know about this comic. It's just going to be interesting to say the least. All right. So let me put this final one in Mylar, and then I'll grab the link. So this one is a 12 center. Oh my goodness! Look at that splash page. you gotta be one of them there readers if you want to. Oh my! Someone drew all over the margin of that one. I don't care. It's a well-loved comic. Okay, I'm almost done, Stevie. Let me just go ahead and put this one inside the Mylar. This one is wrinkled. I knew that when I saw it, but I wanted this one just for the content. I wanted to see what Bwana Beast was all about. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and click the invite, copy, and then I remember that you have to paste it by double fingering it, the way I say it. So there you go. There's the link if you want to jump in. Anybody. And Donald Rex, we should talk about your project that you're doing. There you go. the wannabes. It's still, you can see it's all tore up. I knew this one was really bad when I got it, but I still really wanted it just because I wanted to read this one. I'm still waiting for Stevie D to join. So my next one is Marvel Spotlight number 18, Son of Satan. Okay, there he is. I'm going to add him to the stage.
Hello.
Hey. I'm going to have to adjust to the camera now. What's going on this really hot Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles?
Well, we're finally getting some nice days in Missouri after weeks of rain.
Wow. Here's the splash page for Son of Satan. Marvel Spotlight number 18. This one seems like it might still be Silver Age. Let me go ahead and switch. So you got some Superman comics that you want to show?
Yeah. Probably a good place to start would be his baby pictures.
Oh my goodness. Wait. That's not Superman because he's got blonde hair.
World of Krypton, number 1.
Yeah. I don't think that's Clark.
You don't think that's Clark?
Yeah, because Clark has dark hair. He doesn't have blonde hair.
Well, babies, sometimes their hairs get darker as they age.
I'm rolling my eyes right now. That's not Superman. That's some other wannabe super baby. All right, there it is in Mylar. I love Son of Satan, and look at this. Like, if I can get her, look at her. She's all being possessed. This is awesome. All right, go ahead. Show me another Superman. Who is?
All right, now this is Superman American Alien.
Oh yeah, you showed that last time. It's got the S in the field.
Yeah, but I wanted to show how his dad saved his life because he's a little boy and he don't know how to fly yet.
Oh, I loved that part.
He got up in the air. The thing I don't like about the series, there's a different artist on every issue. So you have a different art style. I kind of like it when it's the same writer and artist through a miniseries.
What they did was they were showing different eras of his life, and so they did have different artists to kind of to do that. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
they did it stylistically for a reason.
I wanted to show that his dad is courageous too, because he goes to his crop dusting friend, and he gets in the airplane and gets a hook, and he pulls his son down, and that's where there was some material that got caught up, and it became like a kite tail for Superman, and he could control his flight. That's where.
Yeah. If you show that picture again, I actually really like the art in that issue, except for that manga style mouth. I didn't like that at all.
Okay, yeah, only the first issue is in that style.
So,
and
Culture Fan, all you have to do is take the link that I posted, and I think you just copy and paste it into your browser, and it goes straight there, right? Yeah, I love the panel at the very top one where he's just like, he's up in the air and he's stuck and he can't get down. That's really good.
And it's your turn.
Could be. It could be Supergirl, even though, yeah, it could be. That last Superman I read was Man for All Seasons. Yeah, that was a good one too. I think you have an issue or two of that. I'm working on my Nieto horror chronology. Whoa. Which we'll jump in on in a bit. Okay, so this is the Demon number 2. I still don't have number 1, and of course that's Jack Kirby. That's a pretty cool cover. And then let's look at the splash page. My Tomb in Castle Brannock. Okay, there's the splash page for you Kirby fans out there. All right.
Now I have another mini series. This is John Byrne. He did the cover, interior, and he wrote it. And this is his version of Krypton exploding.
I love his art. Oh my gosh, I love it.
And I had one one other thing in there. Oh, his mother and his father work on his uniform, and this is the first time he's putting on his costume,
Yeah.
and he's giving his mom a kiss, a thank you kiss.
Yep.
So
I've
that's
got to
that one.
smile because I love John Byrne. I think that's awesome. All right, is it my turn? Okay, this bag is so dirty. I'm so glad to get this comic out of it and free it. So this is Power Man, and I loved this series as a kid. So this one is issue number 36, 39. And I still have a bunch of holes in my Power Man run, but I'm slowly filling it in. And let's go ahead and see the splash page. Oh, the splash page is cool. Look groovy. Look at that. I love it. All right, get it up.
This is a joke one here. The caption for this could be, Clark, you better get your head screwed on right.
Yeah, look at that. He is. Yeah, his head is a corkscrew. That's weird.
I got to close my window of the car noises, or I'm having a hard time hearing.
I can't hear it above my fan. It's so hot here. All right, so here it is, the Power Man in Mylar. Okay, having the thing off to the side is really throwing me. There you go. Are you ready?
Yep. Now this Superman here, or Superboy, it's
Oh,
4
good.
stories in the book. The cover is 10 times better than the story. The story is so dumb.
I love that cover.
It's
Yeah, that's a good one.
it's a great cover. It's number 6.
Wow.
4-star spectacular.
Yeah, I may have that. I am collecting all the issues from that era, of course. Whenever I can get a hold of them. All right, my next one is a Superboy 2, and this one is a 20 center, and he's like half fish. He's a merman, and he says, "Mother, Dad, please help me. My son, who did this awful thing to you? The super merman of the sea." Ridiculous. I guess he can't fly like that. Oh, and look at that great splash page. He's being whisked away by a tornado or something. Maybe it's red tornado. Yeah. And he's like screaming for someone to help. I don't know. I don't know what goes on with Superman at this in this era.
Okay. On Legion of Substitute comic book collectors with Son of Crime and Casino Comics and Renegade Rants, we had a trade show, and I traded 2 Vaporillas and 2 monster books, and I got this. It's the first appearance of Goliath.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
And so I had all the Avengers from 100 up, but I got rid of them because I didn't think I'd have room for them. And after I got rid of them, I've been buying comic books like crazy. You should have kept them,
Exactly. We all have regrets that way, but that is a really, really dynamic cover. That Avengers. It's iconic and dynamic. It's really cool. Okay. I guess it's my turn. The next one I have is another Kirby cover. It's from his Captain America run. Now, I'm very happy to have this, but it's not that clean. It could use like an eraser in the white parts, but I mean it's Kirby, and that's just a cool cover. So that's
You know what I do? Sometimes I take those makeup pad removers, the little round pads,
Yeah.
and that takes a lot of surface dirt off.
I need to do it. And then there's the splash page. They've got somebody. Oh, Yeah, I don't know. That's a really cool splash page. I don't know why Captain America is blindfolded. It's called Power.
Now here's a fun one here.
Oh, Ambush Bug. Yeah, that is
Did
cool.
you send me this?
I can't remember. I probably didn't, but
Well, then it was Nate, because Nate or Matt, you guys are like the Superman kind of. And what it is Ambush Bug. He's a trickster, and he took the trade dressing and knocked it off and put his name up there where Superman's.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Love it. All right. So I was lamenting the fact that I'm never gonna finish my Iron Fist run. Iron Fist is one of the comics that I absolutely loved as a kid. And number 14 has Sabretooth in it, his first appearance. And that thing goes for a gazillion dollars. They need to put out a facsimile. So I usually don't buy these, but I bought this stupid Marvel Milestone edition just as a placeholder until they get a facsimile. And you know what? The art isn't even that good on the cover. I mean, the ones with John Byrne, and I think Austin doing the art, they were so much better. In fact, one Iron Fist, the cover where he's going like this, it's one of my favorite covers. And oh, and I mean like, but look at that interior art. So
That's a pretty cool splash page.
yeah, they should have had Byrne do the cover art, and it would be even better. Yeah. Oh, and this is on really glossy paper. Actually, this comic is nice. It just I hate that they have this big silver ring around. I mean, yeah, not ring, square around a rectangle instead of the full comic art. But oh well, you can't have everything.
Okay. Now I know Nate sent me this one. This is the Radio Shack computer. Uh, what do they call it? Compliments of Radio Shack, the TRS 80.
I think they're like educational comics or something like that.
It's a promotional, and
Government thing.
from watching people's shows, I found out there it wasn't just the one of. There's a little run of these.
Yeah.
And when I opened up and I found this inside, and it's a certificate of heroism awarded to blank. For participation in the president's drug awareness program, Nancy Reagan. So it's a "Just Say No" sticker.
Wow.
It was in the book.
Oh wait, what was the previous Superman you showed, Steve? I like the Byrne run too, but you know what? I think he wrote this a while ago, so I don't know which one. I didn't get to it soon enough, and then a classic and Avengers. Yeah, I mean that goes all the way back to the Avengers one. So Garage Geek dropped the ball on that comment. Oh, so then I was hoping Sleepy would be around for this one, but this is the Johnny Thunder that I wanted to show off. I think one of the Johnny Thunder comic covers, I think it's number 1, is just gorgeous. And this is number 2, and I was able to get this one, and I still think that's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. I mean, yeah, I really like it. And this has his Indian pal, Swift Deer, in Battle of the War Bonnet. Extra, Trigger Twins, and Nighthawk. So this one really doesn't have, it's kind of a splash page, like the upper half of it. So, there you go. Let me go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to show one more thing, David, and then I'm going to take off for a while.
All right.
I'll probably be in the chat, but
no problem.
You know, when you look at comic books all the time, you get the urge to draw, even though you're not an artist. You know,
I get the urge to drink, but go ahead.
So I drew this.
Oh, look at you! What does it say? Hold it over. I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, he can't believe he ate the whole thing.
Earth,
and the other caption says, This is a cactus planet right here.
Mm.
I think I'm going to take a bite out of that cactus planet next. But the face is what worked the best on the drawing.
Good for you. I can't draw worth anything,
Oh,
so good for you.
I don't see how comic book creators can make a comic book, because this took hours and hours, the pencil and the ink and the color and all, and think of something imaginative for it to.
I think so they're always practicing, right? Like hours every day, and they just get better and better at it, like over the
In
years.
fact, they probably get faster as their technique
Yeah.
gets better.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna stay in the chat, but I'm gonna get off. Thanks for letting me show a few books.
No problem. I'm not gonna stay on much longer anyway. By myself, I last about an hour. All right. Thank you for jumping in.
Thanks for having me. Peace, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. The next one I'm going to show is from a run I also loved as a kid. And this is the final issue I needed to finish the run. They only made 10 issues of Omega the Unknown. And this was this is issue number 10. And I mean, look at his thigh-high boots. But yeah, I finally got the last issue that I needed in this run. And I think now I'm going to actually go ahead and read the series. I didn't read this since I was a kid, and I think this is a very strange comic. And it's from Steve Gerber, who did Man-Thing and Howard the Duck and some Defenders. And I think Omega actually, maybe it's Omega. He appears later in the Avengers, in the Defenders. I forget. He finishes up some plot lines that he didn't get to finish in his other comics in the Defenders, I believe. Yeah. So, there you go. The final issue of Omega the Unknown. Now, I'm at 57 minutes, and I'm not sure if you're out there, Donald Rex, but unless you jump on, I'm probably going to end this in right around an hour, unless you jump in, because for me, an hour online is good, and an hour of Garage Geek is enough. So let me do one more comic. Let's see. How about this? An Adventure Comics Black Orchid, where someone is being thrown out of a window, and tossed. I don't know how they fall out of the window. That window is so small to begin with. I don't know how that body totally fit there. I love the Legion of Superheroes. I grew up on them, and I love them. There's Donald. I am casting the rest of your show on my TV. Oh, cool. No Getty Museum story. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video of that, but I was talking about it earlier. So there you go, Donald. You're on.
Hello.
Hey. So I'm showing off this copy of Black Orchid. It's Adventure Comics, and let me go ahead and show the splash page. Oh, the splash page is cool. Look at that. Yeah. Is that it almost looks photorealistic, but it's not. That's a cool splash page.
Is it Jim Aparo?
Let me see. Art Tony DeZuniga.
Oh, Tony DeZuniga, yeah. I like him.
It's got an Enye above the end, so it might be DeZuniga. Could be. All right. You're up. Are you going to show a comic or talk about your Enrique Nieto?
Well, I'll show a comic for. I got my hobby box out here. I got hot stuff.
Oh, that's gorgeous. What? Oh, he's blowing fire out of the sink.
Yeah.
Poor witch.
I'm into it.
Hot stuff. Well, you're not showing the splash pages. So look, there it looks in the Mylar. There you go.
They do look good in Mylar. I can't say they don't. But I open my books so often that the Mylars rip, and I just don't like them.
No, you're smart. The Mylar definitely has some disadvantages. I just think, I just love the way the comics really pop in the Mylar.
Yeah, and it does preserve them better. I mean, there's a lot of good points for Mylars, but I just I'm too poor. This might make him sound make.
I hear you. The next comic is, I couldn't believe I got this. This thing is so beautiful. This is like one of those finds you didn't know was out there, and then once you have it, you don't know how you can live without it. Did I build it up enough? This is the House of Mystery number 265 with Nick Kaluta. Is it Nick Kaluta?
Mike Kaluta.
Mike, you're right. Look at that gorgeous cover. That is phenomenal, I think. That is freaking creepy.
Yeah, I love his work.
Yeah, like one of my favorite comics of all time. I've said this over and over again. Is that Demon Baby that he did? Oh, here we have a good splash page in this one. There's a skull a skeleton in the closet. All right, you're up if you want to show something.
Okay.
We're kind of going. I'm just going like back and forth.
Here's another hot stuff.
Well, why is he mad at that? What is that thing?
The cow, I think.
A goat.
He's ramming the goat. I guess the goat probably rammed him, and he's getting his revenge.
I guess. Look at the look on his face. I don't think the goat did anything.
He is a little devil,
Yeah, I don't think the goat did anything. He's just being mean to goats.
You didn't think he was being mean to the witch.
I did, actually. I said, didn't you hear? I think I said, poor witch.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did say that.
Hey, no Getty Museum story?
I'm going to actually post a video, but yeah, we went to the Getty and it was hot. We saw the exhibit. Afterwards we ate. It was Mexican Mother's Day, so there was a singer in the place where we ate. But I have pictures of all. I'm sorry, what?
I hate that when they have a singer when you're trying to eat.
Oh,
you gotta go tip them and everything. It's just a real pain in the butt.
Oh, this place is like a big. What do you call it? It's kind of like a warehouse where there's about 10 or 15 different kind of restaurant stalls, and you just go up and you order from one of them, and then you sit there, and you don't have to. That person was only there because of Mexican Mother's Day. Normally he's not there, and nobody had to tip him or anything, and he had a microphone, so it was booming throughout the whole thing. It wasn't like what you're saying, yeah, where they come in and they go table to table. He didn't do that. So Culture Fan is saying he used to love Hot Stuff, a lot of those comics when he was a kid. I don't have any anymore. I've actually got some that I think are really nice. I'm supposed to be finding them for Donald Rex, but I've been most likely this summer because my room is a freaking mess again. All right. But the art exhibit was beautiful, and I've got a lot of art to show off. So yeah, I'm trying to pick my next comic that I'm going to. Oh, I've got this one. This is DC Comics Presents, and it's #1. I was able to get the first issue for a reasonable price. Nothing's really special about this comic, I don't think, but I'm glad to have #1 because I do have a large portion of this series.
Nice.
Let's see if there's a nice splash page. Oh, it's double. It's like half and half. Pretty good.
Are they racing?
I'm sorry?
Are they racing?
It says Chase to the End of Time. I think they're separate and they're like racing. They're each like he's going after this and then he's going after this. And I just think they're somehow going to meet in the middle. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. So, yeah. I I did put up a jigsaw puzzle video.
Yeah, I
today.
saw that.
Oh, you watched it already?
Yeah.
I think you were the first one. Like, nobody's watching those videos over there. It's pretty funny. It reminds me of what it was like to be a beginning YouTuber, and what a struggle it was. Like right now, only friends and are like the people I've asked. Hey, can you go over and sub me? I got a new channel. You were one of them. I'm like, these are the only people going to the channel right now. But whatever, it's okay. It's that YouTube struggle. You got a comic?
Yeah.
You're making me talk a lot.
I'm sorry.
No problem. You don't have to apologize.
How about a little dot?
Oh,
Where
look
she
at that.
catches a dotted octopus.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
pissed.
he's mad, yeah. He's not in pain, I guess. He's just annoyed. But look at that water. It's toxic. It's green.
I like little dot.
Yeah. Here's another one of these. I think it's Alex Ross. I'm not sure. But it certainly looks like Alex Ross. And number one, it's a Nazi cover with that big Nazi symbol on it. And then I think it's an Alex Ross cover. And I was like, gosh, I need to have that. I collect Alex Ross for sure. But he's got so many. Oh, this is by Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting. So the interior art is pretty interesting as well. There you go. I don't know much about it.
Do you follow Alex Ross on his club, his Alex Ross Club?
No.
I kind of mistakenly joined that, and he sends me emails like every day with, "Oh, I've got this," and "Oh, I've got that," and it's always like a ton of money.
Yeah. And he's one of these people in the comic industry who he pumps up. Let's just say he's prolific. And he's his art is so good, and he deserves to be earning the money that he does. But yeah, this stuff is like really expensive, I would assume. So
His comics leave me cold. His covers are great, but I don't like his comics. I think he's just too stiff. I don't care for it.
Okay. So Europe.
His covers are great.
Yeah. Okay. I think they are too.
Here's another little dot. That's an older one.
She's digging up the golf course?
Yeah, making more dots. And the golfer's like, what?
Which one is the correct hole? Yeah. Oh, I got another. Go ahead.
Little dot stories are kind of fun to read. I don't know. And the hot stuffs are fun to read, although they're all kind of juvenile, but at least I can read them.
Yeah. I got another issue, a number one issue, and that's Marvel
Bloodstone.
number one. Bloodstone.
How about that off the stands?
Wow. So I actually got number one and number two in this set. So I have this entire run, I think, except for 2 issues now.
Cool.
Yeah. So I was very happy. This one I had to pay a little bit more for, but I needed it. So look at that cool splash page. It's
so Ron Wilson did the art.
It's an orange creature of the Black Lagoon. Mike Vosberg.
Oh, Mike Vosberg.
And Bob McLeod as the inker. Is that how you say McLeod or is
McLeod?
Is that how you say McLeod?
Yeah, McLeod.
But it's EOD.
I don't know. I met him. That's what he
says McLeod.
That's what people were calling him.
Yeah, because if you say McLeod, it sounds like you're a clod. But that's the way it's like spelled. Lucas Museum opening next year. What's that? George Lucas? And is that near? Would it be near San Francisco? Right, because of the George Lucas has the Light and Industrial Light and Magic studio, and that's near San Francisco. Where do you find a price guide for selling comics? They print one every year. I think you can order it, but
I think it's easier just to go to my comic shop and see what they're selling it for, and then sell it for a little less. That's what
The prices change so much these days.
mycomicshop.com.
Yeah. You can also see what the last, if you got a really expensive comic, you can see what the last sold was on eBay. British Heroes, The Bloodstones. The dad is dead, but the daughter and son are still alive. The daughter was in Blood Hunt and is in the current Werewolf by Night. Wow. You know a lot about that one. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yes, George Lucas has a huge collection of vintage comics. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Makes sense. What
You
else
have
you
another-
do with all that money?
You have another comic? Another comic to show?
Yeah. Let me see. How about Audrey Halloween cover?
Oh, that's awesome.
Audrey and Melvin.
Wow.
Now, Audrey's a little bit hard to read for me. I don't care that much for little Audrey. But I like her covers.
I don't know. I just feel like the covers are. Is it just me? But they're over sexualized or something. Like they always show her panties. Like, look, they're showing her panties right there.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it was at the time. Like little girls would wear short dresses and show their underwear. I mean, that was. I don't know if it was sexual. Maybe it was. Okay.
This is another Teen Titans. George Perez. Love his art. This one is number 10, I think. Oh, no, number 6. And this has a great splash page. I just love George Perez art. So Trigon, if you don't know, was the father of Raven. And they went through a whole thing with that. As a kid, I ate this stuff up. I just loved these comic books. New Teen Titans. Perez and sometimes Thanagal joined him. I don't know much about that artist stuff. Your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
About Richie Rich.
He's moving the house?
He's what's he doing? Yeah, it's like that with the car. I guess it's his dollhouse or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I get it now because he's so rich. His dollhouse is like his playhouse.
That's his father waving. I don't know. I guess. Oh, like maybe that's their mobile home. They've got a mobile home that is
an actual home. Oh my God, we have to sit here and try to figure it out.
Crazy.
Richie Rich is popular with kids these days because they're on a brand of shirts.
Oh yeah.
And he's got dollar signs for eyes, and it's like a representation of like, wealth or
wealth. Yeah, that's big these days.
Yeah.
Works.
I got this book really cheap, and I was surprised. I thought that Batman Adventures #1 was actually worth some money, but I guess it's not.
Not really. It's the Harley Quinn one that's worth all the money.
That's the only one. I would like to get these comics because I do like the cartoony nature of the art. It's kind of fun. So the Batman Adventures, and here's a splash page.
I think they did a facsimile of that. That might have dropped the price on it a little bit.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, because I was wondering how I got this so cheap. Well, you're up.
They did print millions of those, I mean, it's not like it's going to be rare.
Yeah.
This is called Astro Comics. They used to, they all had the same cover, I think, but they would take remainder comics and they would put this cover on it and sell them to the airlines, to American Airlines. And I guess American Airlines would give them out to you when you're traveling.
I think I have one of those.
They're all different. They're all different on the inside.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So my next one is going to be another. I showed a Sal Buscema earlier. He's one of my favorites. I really like his art on Spectacular Spider-Man. And so here, Spider-Man's getting beat up. He's chained up in jail, and Tombstone is wailing on him. The Triumph of Tombstone. And I don't know. I know his art. Not everybody loves it, but it's quirky enough that I just really, really like his art. So there's a
I always
spot.
thought he was good. I was, I didn't like him as much as John, but I
I
always
hear
liked
that a lot.
him.
I really think his art is something different. It's something special.
My turn.
Yep.
How about Baby Huey?
Oh my gosh, you got some good comics over there. What's under there?
Oh, like he dropped a dime or something and it rolled under the house, and so he lifts it up. His papa's like, "What the hell is going on here? An earthquake?"
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. What am I gonna do next? So I have this Atlas Comics. I'm actually trying to collect the run of Atlas Comics. Some of them are very expensive. I don't need those, but most of them aren't. And this is the Brute number 3. And so there were only 3 issues of the Brute, and now I have the whole series. Most of the comics in Atlas, they were only 3 to 4 issues, and then most of them changed midstream. Like they totally went in different directions after 1 or 2 issues. They were a company that was really struggling, and to be honest, the comics were pretty good.
Yeah.
Overall, and it's a shame that they just couldn't get their footing. Right? It's a tough industry.
Yeah. Tough racket.
Yep.
So you're putting Brute number 3 in a Mylar. It's so funny to me.
Because it's almost a worthless comic.
Yeah.
I just think it's a gorgeous comic.
Yeah.
So when you see my comics lined up in the drawer, they look so nice because they're all in Mylar. And yeah, I can't have one not in Mylar. It's going to be out of place.
I don't know. I think my boxes look just fine.
Yeah, I mean, they do. And I've got tons and tons of drawers, and I haven't done them all, but I don't know. I'm trying to make it look nice, my collection.
I think it's cool that you do that. It's just like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of money that I would put into comic books myself.
That's true. They are very expensive.
But I guess you're a millionaire or something, so.
Well.
You're in a house in Los Angeles, so that means put you well on your way.
You don't know what a struggle that's been.
Is
it? Yeah, it's your turn, right? So Casper is doing weights?
Yeah, right through his head.
Wonder how he picks it up. That doesn't make any sense logically, but okay.
It's a Harvey.
Here's Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This is a series that I loved as a kid. So there you go. And this one is number 233. And we've got a pretty cool splash page too. We got all these legs everywhere. You're missing the legs. There we go. And it's going in Mylar.
All right.
These are dollar comics. They're just going in Mylar. Go ahead. You're up.
Okay, how about a change of pace? So Joe Palooka, Harvey.
Oh, that's really, really cool. That's a reprint, huh?
Comic strip reprints, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely worth having. I would buy that in a hot second.
I did. If I saw it, I said, I want that.
That's what it looks like in Mylar, everybody. Do. All right. What? Is it me again?
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, so let's have another Alex Ross. This one is this is so gross, this bag. I'm so glad to get it out of that dirty bag. This is Action Comics number 900. It's an Alex Ross variant. It's a quite dark cover. But again, it's Alex Ross, and I'm really glad to have it. You kind of have to focus in to see the art. But I mean, look at that. That face is amazing. He's such a good artist.
Kind of stealing from Joe Shuster there.
You know what?
From Action number 1, where he's
You're right. It's a different. It's a different viewpoint.
Yeah.
It's the viewpoint. It's like the camera's been
It's an
rotating.
homage.
You know what? I did not realize that until you, and it makes sense because that's the anniversary issue. Thank you for saying that. I did not realize that. Let's see. I have to admit, those Mylars make the comics pop. Thank you, culture fan. And the only millionaire that is a teacher is the ones that win the lottery. Yeah, I'm like, you're so far off when it comes to millionaire. Like, I have to struggle to buy puzzles for my new channel. Here we go. Let's see.
But
Go
you
ahead.
probably don't lay out the beer cans, though.
Yeah. Actually, this comic is. You can tell when you look at it, it's got a few spine ticks, but it's still looking really, really good. I actually think I'm going to have an Alex Ross section of my comics.
That's a good decision.
Yeah.
If you want to look at them, you can just flip through them. That's what I do. That's why I separate my Harveys and I separate my like Good Girl comics. I put them all together and my Undergrounds.
Nate is here. And that reminds me, I'm going to be on Nate's show Tuesday. He sent me a text while I was online. I haven't been able to, while I was live. So I haven't been able to answer it. And he wants me to be on Tuesday at 8 p.m. his time. So I'm thinking that's 6 o'clock my time. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe it's 8 o'clock my time and he's doing it at 10. I wouldn't recommend that, Nate. You got a comic?
Me? How about if I talk about something of this project I've been working on?
Go ahead.
I've been doing a checklist of, I did the love comics and now I'm doing the horror comics.
You want me to make you big? Let me see. I'm wondering, do you want me to make you big?
Okay.
How do I do that again? Oh, there we go.
That's you. Okay. And, I put like the name of the comic, the date, and the title of the story and how many pages, and then the cover. And it turns out that as far as I can figure out, Nieto did 30 different horror stories. And that's funny because he did 30 different romance too. And so I made this list, and I'm working with Word. Excuse me.
No problem.
Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
And when you're doing columns, you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a pain in the butt. It's because I wanted to do them chronologically, where it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so I have to break it down and do all kinds of machinations to get it the way I want it. And really, it makes more sense to do it this way because then you can trace it. But I like things chronological, so that's why I did that. And
did you scan all those covers yourself?
Yeah.
You're putting so much work.
No, not the horror, because I don't have all the horror myself. Some of those I took from the Grand Database.
Oh, okay.
Comics.org.
Yeah. And if you want, I don't know if you want to tell some of the other details of what you've been doing to like with that, but you can
I want to make an in-depth video of Enrico Niete's romance books. And I've got them all but one right now. Well, I've got like 3 of them that are in the mail coming to me, and I need one more. And one I bought in Alaska. It's coming ground advantage, so I won't get it till May 22nd.
Wow.
So that gives me plenty of time to prepare for this video. And I've been, kind of experimenting, and I think I'm going to do partially flip through and partially showing, details, with scans. So I organized all my scans in order, and then I had them. So I thought, hey, I'll put them in order into a document in, Microsoft Word. I hate that program, but I would have loved it when I was a kid. I used to make fanzines. I used to make fanzines in mimeograph, believe it or not.
I wonder if it would be nice to make that as a slideshow. One cover would fit on the slide, and then you'd have a whole square to add any kind of like panel art, and then in the bottom, you know, you can put your notes of what you're going to say. That might be an interesting way to go.
Well, I thought about doing the whole thing as a slideshow, and I just think it's more interesting to alternate back and forth with the flipping, because some people really like the flipping. And when I get to something that I want to talk about, then I'll break in the slide and say, "Oh yeah, you look at this and look at this."
Yeah, I really admire what you're doing because number one, you love those Charlton romance comics, and number
I
two,
do.
you love that artist, and
I sent him an email this morning. I'm hoping to hear back from him.
Yeah.
Hope he's not dead, you know, because it's like an old Instagram thing he's got. It hasn't been posted on in like 10 years, since 2010, and he might be dead. I don't know, but his website is copyright 2025, and it kind of says he does art lessons for kids and stuff. So I think he lives in Kuwait.
Wow.
From what I could tell. So yeah, I'm hoping to hear from him. I want to commission him to do a page reproduction. If I could afford his work. I don't know
That's so cool.
what he charges, but that would be so cool to get one of his pages, get him to recreate one of his pages.
Yeah,
I'd love to have that.
That is really, really cool. All right, let me go ahead and put it back like this. Well,
plus, if I can get in touch with him, I'd like to interview him by email, and so I could put more information about him, biographical information about him in the video.
Absolutely. Well, I was just gonna say that I've gone an hour and a half, so I'm kind of done.
Okay.
So I want to thank you and Stevie for jumping in. Did anybody else jump on? I think that was it, right? And then, of course, everybody who was in the audience, thank you so much. I mean, I just sat here bagging books. I'm going to do this again next weekend because I'm just going to do this until I put all my books in Mylar or until I run out of Mylar. And so I want to say, hey, you sat here while I was putting comics in bags. So thank you so much. If you want to stick around after I turn this off, I'm going to end the stream now.
Okay.
But stick around for a minute.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.